Hey you guys, thank you guys for joining me for a little video today. This is actually going to be exciting because we are using the Goddess of Love Tarot. This is a very beautiful deck of cards. If you guys are looking for a good recommendation of cards, this is a beautiful deck of cards. It was very affordably priced, but the value of it is infinite. So I want to thank Miss Gabriella Herstick for making a very quality brand of cards for an affordable price for tarot readers on a budget. Um, Thank you for your kind, giving nature, because this deck of cards is beautiful. We're going to do a reading today. Here's how the back of the cards look. The first time I did a reading with these cards, I felt closer to my femininity and safer in my femininity. And if you're masculine watching this video, this you won't be negatively impacted by too much feminine energy. This helps you make peace with your feminine energy and helps you view feminine energy from a new perspective. This deck of cards is pretty good. Before we get into the reading, I was blessed to find this very beautiful book at a good friend of mine. He has a news station, or not a news station, but he owns like one of the traditional newspaper stands in the neighborhood, in the neighborhoods, and this is where I found this beautiful book. This is a good book. It's called The Number One Ladies Detective Agency. Check it out. I started reading it, and it helps me be able to see the characters from an unbiased perspective on an even deeper level. Without further ado, let's get into the reading. All right, Most High of Love and Light, please lead me and guide me to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation-free messages that helps heal the minds, bodies, and souls of the viewers who are ready to receive healing. Thank you for this beautiful energy, and I pray to be of service in the manner that I am meant to help out. Most High of Love and Light, lead me, guide me. I'm your humble servant, here and ready to serve. Welcome, you guys. So let's see, what do we get? That's cool. Someone's paddleboarding. Nice. And a lot of folks are boating out today. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Well, it's also can be seen as upright as well. Only take what resonates. Every situation is different. We have feminine energy, the Empress. Okay. Underneath the Empress, we have the Five of Swords. And underneath the Empress, we have the Three of Cups. All right, so there's some frenemy dynamics going on where you have individuals pretending to be someone that they're not. Some of you guys could have frenemies or who are trying to complicate your lives. They can have complications in their lives. They may not be speaking about it. They may feel they won't be accepted if they speak about the reality of the complications that they're contributing to and that they're allowing others to subject them to. They may feel that you'll reject them if you know about the reality of their very difficult and tumultuous interpersonal connections. So instead of being honest, they could be emulating some of your characteristics in order to basically be able to be around you and experience the benefits that come with you. Perhaps with some of you guys, you have a very peaceful existence and they're tired of having to be accountable and responsible for the difficulties that they've caused themselves. So they may be trying to be around some of you guys in order to get a break from the reality of what they have basically created for themselves and allowed others to subject them to. Even though they have the ability to get out of these situations, they're holding themselves back. So in order to get a break from their reality, some of these people could be trying to act as if they have your best interests and emulate some of your characteristics, so you'll let your guard down around them. They hope to be viewed in a positive light as some of you guys are viewed. They could be quote unquote bad apples, things of that nature, but they feel if they're able to blend in with a good batch of apples on a metaphorical level, they feel they'll get a free pass for certain toxic attributes that they're choosing and choosing not to, and refusing to act to not change. All right. So with the balance, and this is also the Justice card and the Maiden of Wands here, you guys are being asked to use wisdom as you go about engaging in things that you like. Some of these people could try to negatively narrate your hobbies so that you can be viewed in a negative manner while trying to take on your characteristics. So, for example, there some of you guys could be dealing with some people that if you guys went out to a party and if you guys engage in alcohol, or let's say uh, mind altering substances, even if you were able to keep your shit together, you would be the designated driver, they would still negatively narrate you guys as being the irresponsible parties. And if there's a group of them, they'll all basically get sloppy with the shit, but they'll basically cover for each other and take up for each other. So some of you guys could be dealing with some individuals who, it's like they want to basically share like they want to impose their burdens upon you guys. They don't like, and they're envious and jealous of the fact that you've gotten yourselves out of some very difficult situations that they're refusing to remove themselves from. So they feel that if they're able to associate with you guys, the perks that come with you, they'll be able to enjoy it. So whatever it is you guys like to do for fun, do it in moderation. Don't overdo it, because it's like, as I mentioned the example, if you guys like to, let's say if you guys were at a party, you guys like to have fun and unwind, they will negatively narrate your actions in order to basically get you guys to be seen in a negative manner. At the same time, they can have people that will support them in their lives and not call them out on their bullshit due to, you know, uh, emotional baggage. So people with emotional baggage will support other people with emotional baggage if they're refusing to heal it. Don't take it personal when this happens, because if there's no concrete evidence of any false statements that they could make about you guys, it's basically going to speak for itself what their true intentions are. But just because this is something that is common knowledge, everyone doesn't follow and listen to common knowledge. So anything that you guys like to do, make sure it's safe, make sure it's high vibrational, and do it in moderation at this time when you're watching this video, so that you can basically train your minds and bodies to do everything in moderation. Because you have some people who would try to take advantage of you guys and basically try to negatively narrate the things that you like to do, also that you can be seen in a negative way, so that you can basically be trauma bonded to them and understand the struggles that they go through. But they're refusing to get themselves out of their own struggles, so they like to include other people in their struggles. So you can have some people that know what they're doing and they know it's not right, but at the same time they're being emotionally led by the difficulties in their lives, and you're just simply being asked to make your lives as uncomplicated as possible. If they say anything that's untrue, time will reveal the truth of a matter, and they'll just simply look ridiculous. It is what it is. So let's see what the next card is. All right. We have Crone of Cups. And I just saw angel number 911. If any of you guys saw that, or if any of you guys have been seeing that, understand that you have help if you are being if there's someone who's making things very difficult for you. If there's someone who's making things extremely difficult for you guys, you do have help hidden helpers. With 9/11, don't worry, but at the same time, do use safety precautions when you go about moving, because some of you guys could have individuals who like the people I just described, the frenemy dynamics in which they want to dump their burdens on you. They could be taking the dumping the burdens onto you in a physical manner, where they could have some of you guys could have had your credit scores negatively impacted. Some of you guys could have had your safety compromised on a level in which you guys have had to change up your routine. And some of these people that have been creating havoc in your lives, they could have negatively been narrating the changes you have had to make to save your lives. So you will be misunderstood, and so you won't get any help for the capabilities of hatred that they can display towards you guys. So if any of you guys have been dealing with any toxic individuals who are so criminal minded that they're willing to try to um, eliminate all your options of getting help out of a very dire situation, realize you guys have help. Now we have Crone of Cups present. We have the Sovereign and we have the Witch of Cups. Let's talk about it. Also, underneath the Sovereign is the Empress. So the Sovereign and the Empress here, this could be talking about some of you guys could be in alignment with high vibrational uh, higher level soulmates, or some of you guys could feel like you're being dominated by someone. Some of you guys could feel like your feminine energy has been taken advantage of and dominated, or some of you guys could be getting control of your feminine energy. Only take what resonates. Um, with the Witch of Cups underneath, we have the Death card, and Goddess Kali Ma is the face of is donning this beautiful card, and I'm a worshiper of Goddess Kali Ma. So something's ending in your life, and so you guys can have newer experiences. So there's something that contributed to you guys experiencing consistent grief. Some of you guys could have gotten on medication to deal with the emotions of grief. A situation that is contributing to that will actually be put to rest. The reality of a situation, and only take what resonates. Some of you guys could have been dealing with perpetual abusers who like to do abuse unseen. Some of you guys could have been dealing with emotional abusers to the point that they could have basically negatively impacted your health, so you had a lower morality rate. These people, whatever it is they're connected to, it's their undoing. There's some certain things they didn't want to come out, so they could have basically took out their angst for the consequences of their negative of their negative habits out into you guys. Some of you guys could have been left in the dark about the reality of some of the people that you've had close connections with. Some of you guys could have experienced a lot of emotions of sadness and anxiety around certain people that you had close connections with and things like that. And whatever they chose not to tell you about, it's coming to an end with the Death card here, okay? With the Witch of Cups here, okay, this could be speaking. Oh, and we have the Eight of Swords here. Some of you guys could have felt afraid to express your emotions. Some of you guys could have felt that if you expressed your emotions authentically, that you would be persecuted or punished. But this, you could guys, some of you guys could have been conditioned to think this way to protect abusers. So some of you guys could be unlearning habits in which you enabled abusers, and some of you guys could be recognizing how you can be abusive to yourself or others. Or there's some people who are abusive to you. They're becoming aware of the reality of their abusers, and they're becoming aware of the consequences and how their abuse impacts those around them. This could be impacting their social circles, and so they may be viewing social dynamics and anything socially political from a new perspective in order to be able to rebuild community. All right, let's get you guys one more card. And this has to do if they've lost any sort of support due to dynamics where abuse is being exposed due to exploitation, greed, envy, and jealousy. They're having to rethink how they go about viewing themselves and other people and social dynamics, so they can basically their goal is to rebuild community. But in order for them to rebuild community, they're going to have to heal the abusive aspects of themselves and eventually forgive their abusers. Now we're blessed with the Ace of Swords here. But if any of you guys are working on forgiving your abusers here, take your time forgiving yourself and your abusers. The abuse did not happen overnight. More so, people who have been victimized by abusers, they were groomed to basically be oblivious or to be quiet about the abuse. So please be kind with yourself as you're like forgiving yourself if abuse has occurred in your life. Just because you could have experienced abuse does not make you a flawed or a defect. Is just simply part of your life story, and you're being asked to embrace it with the Ace of Swords and to accept what has taken place and allow the clarity of certain situations that could be painful memories to just simply allow them to come to the surface. This is a safe space to do so. All right, now we also have the Temperance, and then we also have the Crone of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles here. All right, and to support the Temperance here, we have the Witch of Cups. I'm picking up a lot of you guys are investing time into your inner peace. A lot of you guys are at a place now where you're no longer investing emotionally into people who will harshly judge you and then try to justify harshly judging you. And then it's like, if you guys get irritated when certain people try to be around you, but at the same time try to basically mistreat you guys, you're eventually going to see the humor in this situation, because anyone who's intentionally hateful, but at the same time they're trying to be in your energy, this is just simply, you're going to see why this is very funny in the future. Anyone who's trying to start a frenemy dynamic with you, or who doesn't have your best interest, who's pretending to basically support you, you're going to see why it's going to be funny in the future, because they're wasting their time investing into you and what you have going on instead of investing into themselves. The reality of this situation is a lot of time is passing, and they're the ones who are supposed to be in charge of their own decisions and their life with the Crone of Wands. With the Seven of Pentacles here, some of you guys could be examples of, you know, sticking to what you love to do. Some of you guys could be an example of consistency. And instead of these people consistently investing into themselves, they consistently invested into trying to destroy you guys. So some of you guys could be prioritizing your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and you guys may not be giving a fuck about gossip at this point. And if this is where you're at, your gossipers are more than likely feeling the pressure of, you know, after they're done gossiping, they still feel like shit. And the reality is when they go to bed at night, they see they haven't made any forward progress. So this is where they could be trying to act as if they support you now. All right. And you guys are being asked to stand in your truth with the Ace of Swords. Do not fear what anyone from your past can basically, like, whatever gossip they're putting out, it doesn't matter. We're all human. We make mistakes. Whoever is gossiping about you and trying to get away with it, they're trying to basically shame and guilt you guys so that you guys will feel bad about a past mistake, so that you guys will basically stop your own growth. That way, any plans of sabotage they have directed at you guys, that way, the plans of sabotage can only work if you view yourself in a low vibrational manner. Like, for example, if you feel like a failure, or if you think harshly of yourself, or if you're insecure, their plans of sabotage can only work if you give into the insecurity bullshit. So basically, we're going to end this reading with the Crone of Wands. Stand in your power. Um, you are in charge of who you decide to have as a friend. And if anyone that you barely know goes out of their way to start malicious rumors and gossip about you to negatively impact your financial foundation or your livelihood, and this can negatively impact your loved ones, understand that it doesn't fucking matter, because at the end of the day, they have to go to bed at night with that fear of failure. And just as they're possibly targeting you guys to sabotage you guys, someone else is looking for a get rich quick scheme, and they can be easy taken advantage of due to them not working on emotional intelligence and things of that nature. So stand in your power. You are the ones who are in charge of choosing who you have in your life and not in your life. So if you guys decide to basically cut cords with negative toxic people, go ahead and fucking do it. They can sit there and negatively say you change, you're two-faced, you this and that. In time, the results will show, because they're not going to have any proof of anything that they've invested into. The only thing they're going to be able to show proof of is that they may have an obsession with you guys. Some of you people can have people who have an obsession with you guys due to the fact that you guys actually make the shit happen that you say you're gonna do. They're too fucking lazy to actually put the work in, so all they'll do is do obsessive ass shit and try to basically normalize it on a social scale. These are people who contribute to negative aspects of social engineering. So if you guys have to constantly put your foot down and basically say bye bitch over and over every time, who gives a fuck if they gossip about you? Time will show who actually put the work in. It's Taurus season. And Taurus season, put that work in, because Taurus season will basically speak for itself. So if you guys got anybody trying to negatively impact your financial foundation, and if this can negatively impact, the well-being of you and your loved ones, stick to your truth. Who gives a fuck what they have to say? Time is going to speak who actually putting that work in, and who just basically staying around you guys for clout, or who basically is lazy as shit. With the Crone of Cups, invest into emotional preparedness for when you basically have to constantly keep telling a motherfucker, bitch, I don't fuck with you, and my money's my money and your money is your money. Don't fuck around and play. And you don't have to do it like that, but that's how some people can feel at this point in time. Invest into emotional preparedness, because a greedy ass motherfucker that's lazy gonna try to find a way to steal your finances after Taurus season. Prepare. And with the Nine of Wands here, keep investing into your emotional health, your mental health, and your physical health. Prioritize it at all times. Anybody who is investing into malicious gossip and rumors about you at this point in time, their health is either probably negatively impacted or will be going down the drain. And the fact is, it don't matter how much fucking money you got. If you ain't got good health, then you miserable. So basically, invest into your health, invest into your financial endeavors. Be picky about who you have in your social circle. You good to go, because at the Taurus season, basically all the hard work you put in, you're gonna be able to see the results of it. Let's close this out with some prayer. Thank you guys for being present. Thank you, Most High, love and life, for this moment. I'm just grateful to be able to do tarot at the beach, and thank you for allowing me to be of service. Have a good day, people.